Hello awesome YouTubers out there, this is John Franklin and I'm back again for my next movie review. And if you remember, my last one was The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and I also even mentioned what I was going to be reviewing next. The Interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen. James Franco plays a character named Dave Skylark, who's actually he's a TV host. And Seth Rogen is his TV producer. He plays a character named Aaron Rappaport. So anyways, the film starts off with a little girl in North Korea in her native language singing about how bad America is. I know it's a film, you know, we're always going to have a lot of people saying how much America's bad and all that stuff, but I really don't want to get into that. I'm not much of a, talking about politics or anything kind of person. So anyways, just talk about the film and go from there. So anyways, after the little girl singing, shows credits, shows all the different reporters, all the different people on TV, boom, they show James Franco's character, Dave. And he actually interviews Eminem, the rapper. So not the candy or anything like that with all those commercials. So he's talking and Eminem brings up saying about he's gay. That was one of the things that made me laugh. Fast forward a little bit, he interviews an actor named Rob Lowe, who you see him all on those DirecTV commercials and cable and blah, blah, blah. This is so-and-so, and I'm so-and-so, He interviews him. It turns out that he's actually somewhat bald. Like, he wears a wig and all that stuff. He takes off the wig, and, he looks like, just a little bit of hair in the back kind of thing, and that's all it really is. So anyways, sorry, that wasn't even really a big point there. I shouldn't have put that in there. But anyways, moving on a little bit, Dave Skylark says that there's a paper he reads that says that Kim Jong is a fan of his. So later on, they actually end up going to North Korea. And to me, this is where the film really blows up, I have to be honest. And I don't mean that in a good way. The thing was, this film was not funny, really. It was not really that funny at all. The beginning wasn't bad. When they make it to North Korea, where they're supposed to kill, Kim Jong, I don't know. It was just not a funny film. I don't know what exactly was supposed to be good about this film. But the thing was, I really didn't laugh. Now, for people out there who haven't seen this movie, and maybe you decide that you might see my video and you might see this, I definitely say this is not a recommend. There's no point to the film. I feel like, this was a film that was banned at the theaters. It was just another, in my opinion, I felt like I was watching another Dumb and Dumber film. It seemed like, with maybe a little bit more action than the Dumb and Dumber movies, but there really wasn't much to it. Surprisingly, I cannot believe I'm actually going to say this, Seth Rogen was probably the best thing about this film, and I would say probably for the first hour or so of the film, and then he goes downhill too. So he's pretty much funny in North Korea. But James Franco, he's just an average, sex-craved guy, it seems like. It's crazy, it's ridiculous, and this is a film that should have never really been banned. Like I said, there was no point behind it. I get the whole thing that you're going after a dictator or anything, but how they came up with a movie, Team America, the creators of South Park a while back, pretty much I felt like it was the same thing. It was just your live action of it instead of it being a puppet, pretty much. But honestly, The Interview was just god-awful. It was ridiculous. There was no point to it. Seth Rogen was one of two directors on this film. Wow, you desperately needed to have a second director on this film. There was no point, really. Like I said, these actors, there was not anything good about this. And I don't know. People out there probably have liked this film. And I would definitely like, if anybody who watches this and you saw this movie and you liked it, please tell me why you liked the film. But for me, this was terrible. There was no, I felt like there was really no story to this, really. Oh, let's go try to kill a dictator. you know. And of course the CIA's involved in it, but they're not even really in it that much, you know. So it's like, you know, I didn't really want to even mention them, honestly. It's pretty much about these two goofballs who try to kill this person, you know. I'm not going to say if they succeed at the end or not, but it was just like, wow, just wow. So, you know, that's pretty much going to be my interview on this one. So, I mean, not my interview, I'm sorry. Well, my movie review, I'm sorry, of the interview. But, you know, like I said, I have to say no for the interview. Not exactly a good film here. But I'm also going the opposite way of saying yes to the Ben Stiller film, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. This actually was a great film. And like I said before, do not miss out on this film. This is a film that if you have never even heard of it or not, check out the trailer on YouTube or anything, or wherever you can see the trailer. And the thing is that, you know, honestly, hopefully the trailer would, you know, bring it up, but even the trailer doesn't show all the great stuff of this film. But the thing is, talking about the interview, not exactly the greatest film. I do want to actually say thank you once again to my friend Isaiah for letting me borrow these two films. I want to say definitely good. So I kind of went 50-50 on this one. Made me laugh that the one that I really liked was the Ben Stiller one more than, you know, the interview, surprisingly. But like I said, the interview was not exactly a great film one bit for me. Like I said, I laughed a couple times at the beginning as soon as they go to North Korea. Maybe I laughed once or twice there with Seth Rogen, but you know, unfortunately I can't even think what those were, so they really wasn't that important. So this is John Franklin out for his two movie reviews here, and I will talk to you next time for whenever my next movie will be around here. Thank you again, Isaiah.